300, line up runway 25, just us.
Welcome to the stream.
786.
Let me know if you can hear me alright. It's probably too quiet, so let me know. We got an ambulance taking off. There it goes, rotating early. From runway 25, east-west runway today.
Jetstar 786, the King Air upwind turns left, runway 25, clear for takeoff. 25, clear for takeoff, Jetstar 786.
Alright, let me know if you can hear me now. Jetstar taking off.
Velocity 417, wind 240 degrees, 12 knots, runway 25, middle end.
Let me know if it's still too quiet, but I turned it up. Could be too loud now. Let's see if I can swing around to see the... There's one landing. It will drop behind the building though. Yeah, it's gone. Swing back around once it gets into view.
Qantas 532, assigned heading right 300, line up runway 25. Right 300.
There it is. And we've got Tasmanian Avgeek here in the chat. And Air New Zealand Boeing 777. The Toy Story livery is parked here too.
Velocity 417, expedite right onto Yankee, please contact ground 121.7.
Perth Aviation Channel, welcome. And YSSY Aviation. A lot of people up here today. All for the east-west runway. Not sure how long they'll use it for, but yesterday they used it for a little bit. Just before I started streaming. Looks like this Qantas freight is taxiing to runway 25. So I'll use it for at least another half an hour, I reckon. Still pretty windy. Alright, Qantas taking off. Early rotation. Air traffic control must be busy. They're operating on one runway. Double the work. It's Qantas freight just taxiing closer here. Oh, the Virgin just landed. They have to slow down very fast. Not a very long runway. I think this one landed too.
40, take Yankee, contact ground, 121, decimal 7. Yankee ground. 117, lost the 1140. 2 on a 75, 25 heavy ready. On a 75, 25 heavy, sitting down. Trustee 559, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
Another one taking off now. This Virgin landed too. Alright, another Virgin taking off. Yeah, there is some freighters going this afternoon. Australia Post taking off soon. Remember, like goal today is 100 likes, so make sure to like the stream. Hopefully we can get to 100. Here comes the Virgin that's landed, coming into the bay right here.
525, time heading is 240. Line up. Expedite line up, next to your inconvenience. Line up runway 25, time heading 240.
And is this Qantas link taking off or landing? I think it's landing. Yeah, landed. Very windy. That's what's making it so quiet. The microphone's trying to do some wind reduction, but it's also reducing my voice. Just a big wind gust right now.
Corner 75, 25, clear for takeoff.
Corner 75, 25 now. That will be the freighter. Qantas Freight, Australia Post A380. I can hear it spooling up. Alright, here it goes. Australia Post. Popping out behind the fence there. And Jetstar 540. It's about to land right after it. Just as this Virgin's getting pushed back. Jetstar landed. Yeah, it was close to his tail strike on that takeoff. The Qantas Freight is up there. Somewhere here. Is the Jetstar just landed? very windy. Oh, and Cathay is pushing back. 777. That one might go out on runway 34 left. It's too heavy to go on the runway 25. It's shorter. Like an A330. What is it? Yeah, A330 I think. I think it's China something. Special livery maybe. Yeah, we'll go behind the building. Probably won't be able to see. It's there. There it is. Going through the fence.
Feeling 479 Delta, response heading left 210, we'll line up and wait. Left 210.
The air traffic control lines up a plane immediately after this one lands. That's how tightly packed it is. And let me know if it's too quiet. It's pretty windy. My voice might be too quiet. So what airline actually was this? I don't know. I think it's a special livery. It's an A330. Exiting the runway there. They exit as quick as possible because they got to get the next plane up as quick as possible. They're only running on one runway instead of the usual two, so they got to go double speed. This Toy Story one will go out soon. And welcome to the stream, Gavin. Here, Tasmanian avgeek. Maybe I should do a 717 edit. Done that before though. Qantas link taking off if I can get it in focus. Rotated early there. All exits available, they said on the air traffic control. This Qantas link will turn very early, I think. Two A330s there. Right in front of each other. Oh, look at that. Taxiing in sync, that's pretty cool. And Qantas Link just touched down. It'll probably exit right there. Taxi down 16 right. Yep, there it goes. Taxiing down the main runway. This one's pulling into the bay over there. Air New Zealand next.
Sign heading 240, line up and wait. Sign heading 240, line up and wait for the
Is it lagging? Let me know if there's any lag in the stream. There's not much I can actually do. Just gotta wait for the connection to improve. Pacific taxiing out now. I reckon it might go down to 34 lefts instead of runway 25. And the Qantas Link taxiing back to the gate. Air New Zealand spooling up now, taking off.
Qantas 594, sign heading right. 300. Line up from the 25 away. Sign heading right, 300, line up away.
Oh no, it's not Air New Zealand, it's Virgin. There it is. Rotating. It's going to come down to runway 25. Oh yeah, with Sichuan Airlines, at A330. Qantas taking off now. So much happening. Yeah, there's nothing I can really do about the lag. It happens sometimes. Yesterday there was none.
Qantas 529, wind 260 degrees, 20 knots, clear to land.
They cleared it to land just as it rotates. That's how tight it is. Cathay is going to taxi right here. It will go on runway 25. Go behind the fence though. Has this one landed? I think it's actually hasn't landed, it's just taxiing out. A321 landing next. Can't see the touchdowns though. I wish I could. I would go right around the corner to see the touchdowns, but the fence over there is too high. My tripod just won't reach. I need like 5 more centimeters. And the A321.
Line up and wait. Velocity 947, you'll be number 2 to depart, sign heading right 300. Line up and wait. W there, right 300, line up and wait, velocity 947.
A321 slowed down very fast. And this China Eastern is going to come on runway 25. Taxi right here. And we got Harvey and Haviz in the chat. Welcome to the stream. Little wreck taking off. Oh, it's going long. There it goes. Taking longer than most of the other ones to take off. Another one cleared to take off immediately.
Cathay 100 is on heading 240, line up and wait.
Cathay is already lining up.
40, line up.
And the Virgin's taking off now. Swing around to that when it comes into sight. There it is. Rotated way earlier than the Rex, little Rex. Because they're using the east-west runway today because of the strong westerly winds. So they're operating on one runway instead of two, which means it's very tightly compact. The runway is basically always in use. Cathay Pacific just lined up. And let me know if the air traffic controller is too quiet and if you can hear it. Same with my voice. And here goes Cathay 777, big one.
898, 240 degrees, 17 knots, clear to land. Hello, 25, clear to land, just 819.
There it goes, rotating. Look at it climb.
33 today.
Oh, and Toy Story is getting pushed back. It's going to go out runway 25, the Toy Story livery on Virgin. Let me see what's happening in the chat, I gotta catch up. Aviation Kid, welcome. New sub, thanks so much. And we got Gaming J27. Welcome. Here we go, Qantas A380 taxiing. I think only the A380s are too big for the east-west runway. And some of them can take off from runway 25. If they're full of passengers though, then they're too heavy. Because this runway is the shortest runway. It's only used about once a month when it's very windy. And the air traffic controller, they're saying that they have to be ready immediately to take off. Immediate takeoff. Maddie Fox said, I'm on Qantas 1505 to Hobart, should be pushing back soon. I'll make sure to film that. It's lucky you weren't delayed because I think there's a lot of delays today due to using the east-west runway. I'll make sure to film Qantas 1505 to Hobart. You'll probably be on the A220, and that plane just took off. Already a plane landing. Very tight. There's no room for a go around. Make sure to like the stream, everyone. The goal today is 100 likes. How many are we at now? Let me know. We got Zara in the chat, and Robert's there. Thanks for subscribing, Robert. It's very busy. It's constant planes, so I have to read the chat in the short breaks. So I'll get to everyone's messages. Eventually. China Southern A330 spooling up now. It's constant action. And we got S-Rev just subscribed. Thanks so much. Let's dedicate this departure to Ezrev. There it goes, rotating for Ezrev. Thanks for subscribing. Nearly reached the end of the runway, and that's a steep climb. Jetstar's coming into the bay here. And Jairo's there in the chat. Welcome to the stream. It's very busy out here. They've closed the main runways, 16 left and right, operating out of runway 25 for all departures and arrivals. So it's pretty compact, pretty tight timing. It's one landing now, Jetstar. There'll be one taking off right after it. And let me know if you can hear me, everyone. Yeah, there's some heavies coming in soon, Robert. It'll be interesting to see which runway they go on. They go on runway 25 or because if they're too heavy, if they're very full. Actually, landing's probably fine, but usually takeoff, the heavies that are full of people, they'll go on 3-4 left. It's because they don't have enough space for runway 25. And Qantas Link is cleared for takeoff already. This one just exited the runway. And as Qantas Link's cleared, there's another one on final approach. So it's very tight. Let's watch Qantas Link. We'll pop up behind the fence here. There it is. All rotating already.
60 degrees, 15 knots, clear to land.
Clear to land already. Immediately as this one takes off.
Delta connecting on.
Oh yeah, and New Zealand, that's fine. If you have to leave the stream soon. And Zara, thanks for subscribing. We got this one slowing down. Number 2 to depart. They've got a big queue. And usually 2 PM on a Sunday is very not busy. They'll clear another one for takeoff immediately after the other one exits the runway. And someone just subscribed. I would struggle to pronounce that if I tried, but thanks for subscribing. Sounds like there's some sort of propeller plane taking off now. Oh yeah, it's a Rex. It's just constant. The Rexes rotate pretty late. Later than all the other ones. Clear for takeoff immediately. Qantas 41. And Maddie's in the chat, as well as Nick. I got a Qantas A380. Pretty loud. Rotating earlier than the Rex though.
0 degrees, 18.
I think they already cleared the next one to land. Actually, let's see if we can see it landing.
Hey, Target A, killing 23. Killing 23, Delta Target A.
One out there. Somewhere. Where is it? There it is. Qantas 737. We don't get to see the touchdown because of the fence, but I'll try. Very rare for them to use this runway. Alright, so we'll go behind this building for a sec. See it through the fence a little bit. There it is.
Just 598 assigned heading 240 line up and be erect.
There it is. Touching down. I would go around to the other side of the car park so that there's no fence in the way. But for some reason the fence over there is about 5 centimeters taller and my tripod can't reach that high.
Got a 738, Adelaide, thanks off the Yankee, then let's go. Ground 117.
And Maddie Fox said we are moving on Qantas 1505 to Hobart.
Approach only 25. Jetstar 598, clear for takeoff.
We're going to Air China next to land. not next, second. 787. And Adelaide Runways. And K8 Aviation is there in the chat too. Welcome to the stream. So Jetstar taking off. Yep. A321 I think. It's very windy. This might be Qantas 1505. I think Matty Fox is on it.
Velocity 424, sign heading 240, line up away.
And Qantas Link just touched down. I'll get back to the Qantas 1505. There it is. I think this is Qantas 1505. Matty Fox asked us to film it. She's on board. Pretty sure this would be it on the new A220. Aircraft is only about a year old, I think, and it will drop behind the fence here, but we'll see it take off in about 5 minutes. And yeah, the Air China 787's on short final now, next to land. Oh, Toy Story livery taking off. Virgin Toy Story livery. Air China's clear to land. So I'll swing around to that. And they're vacating at Golf 2. Let me know if you can hear the air traffic controller. It's too loud. Same with my voice. We'll go behind this building again, but I'll film it through the fence. There it is. And Virgin 375 is already lining up on the runway. Yeah, so they put the 787 on runway 25. Surprised it can slow down. Must be max reverse thrust right there. Speed brakes are up. Oh, exit there. Wow, yeah, it slowed down pretty fast. They've got a lot of spare runway. It looks like Thai A350 just pushed back. The A350 will be able to take off probably from runway 25.
Velocity 525, runway 25, please take off. Runway 25, please take off.
And Melinda just subscribed, thanks so much.
Contact ground 166.5. 165 internal 1.
British Airways 787 coming too. Yeah, I think that will depart actually.
436 today.
Because they usually depart at about 3 PM. All the London services do. Must just be to sync up with all the time zones. Because they stop in Singapore. And Julian just subscribed. Thanks so much, Julian. Yeah, Adelaide Runways, thanks for that. Meta weather update in the chat. Probably stick with Runway 25 for a while.
Line up and wait. Start heading 240, line up and wait.
And the Qantas 1505 will come soon. Off to Hobart. One of the viewers is on that plane. Make sure to film it, definitely.
Looking I-50 Yankee, then Golf and ground 1217. There you go, 117. Echo X-ray Victor, g'day, taxi goes to 1417.
Qantas 1505 clear for takeoff now, air traffic control. I'll get ready for it.
Line up and wait.
Spooling up. I got Maddie on that plane, watching the stream. Alright, let's see. Where is it? There we go. Rotating. Up early. There's Maddie off to Hobart.
Back 6436.
Oh look, crossed over with another plane over there. I think that other plane is actually on approach. This plane will, the A220 will turn right up here soon. What's this other one up here? Can't see it. Anyway, there's Thai Airways. Taxiing over to runway 25. That big A350. Oh, and Rex immediately after. Qantas Link 5. Cleared to land immediately already. Let's watch this Thai taxi over. Very windy up here. The microphone is doing a very good job. I'm getting rid of the wind. We'll see the big A350 depart later. Is that an A380 up there? Yeah, it is. It's the Johannesburg Qantas 63 service, I think. And it looks like it's coming in from runway 25. Wow. This big A380 will come land at runway 25. That'll be interesting. Hopefully it slows down fast enough. And British Airways is taxiing out in the corner there. Make sure to like the stream, everyone. The goal is 100 likes today. How many are we at actually? Can we have a like check? Helicopters coming in as well on air traffic control. Yeah, Brett, welcome to the chat. It's a very nice view today. 2 787s up there. The one at the back is the Air China that we already saw land. Then we got British Airways that's going to come and take off. And a Qantas Think pushing in front. Jetstar A320 taking off next. Let's see what it's doing. Rotating. We've got an A380 coming in about 5 minutes. That'll be interesting. Landing on runway 25, east-west runway. Very rarely gets used at Sydney Airport. Only when there's very strong westerly winds. They shut down the usual 2 runways. They swapped to 1 runway, so it's very tight on the landings. And we got Remy Secours just subscribed. Thanks so much. They're all flying heading 240 immediately after taking off. They've just got to turn 240. Runway 25 is, I believe it's facing 254 degrees. So 240, that would be turning left. So they got to turn left. I guess that's just in case a plane doesn't go around. The departures can turn left. The going around plane can turn right. Just because they're so tight. Or on the massive A350 taking off, Thai Airways, they call it the Purple Princess. There it goes. I'll get to that in a second. And British Airways will go soon too. And the A380 landing. And what's the time now? At 3 o'clock, well, they're scheduled for 3 o'clock. We'll get 2 A380s going to London, Singapore and Qantas. Was it Narelle that subscribed? I missed it, but thanks Narelle. We got a Jetstar slowing down. That A380 will be turning onto finals now, I reckon. Yeah, Adelaide Runway is saying in the chat that there's some thudding from the wind. Yeah, I've got a dead cat wind protection thing on it, but I guess it's so windy even the planes can't handle it, so there will be some thudding. And Siddharth just subscribed, thanks so much. Oh, I can see the A380 turning onto final. Let's see. Somewhere out there. That's a Qantas Link. There is an A380 behind it. Something taking off now. Jetstar A320. Qantas Link 440 is cleared to land immediately. It hadn't even taken off yet. I guess it was past the V1 speed, which is where it's too late to reject a takeoff. So I guess they're definitely going to take off once they get past that speed. That's probably why they cleared them to land before they're even airborne. Once they're at the V1 speed, they're definitely going to be airborne. It's confirmed that they have to be. I can't see the A380 out there. Qantas Link landing now. See that. There it is, slowing down. Your exit there. Well, that was a quick slowdown. It's the quickest we've seen the plane slow down. Oh no, it skipped that. It's gonna taxi down 16 right, I reckon. It's crossing the runway, I think it's it. Oh no. Exiting there, vacating the runway. Gonna taxi down 16 right. Oh, and I see the A380. I'll zoom in on it in a second.
City Tower, Super 16 Heavy, fully ready. Super 16 Heavy Tower, g'day. And look, 210 Tower, go. You ready for an immediate pass?
And NZ Aviator 1, welcome to the chat, welcome to the stream. One of our moderators. Alright, let's see this. There's one landing before it. Look at that. A380 on final. Should have liked the stream for this. We're at 58 likes. Hopefully we can get to 100. Oh no, focusing on the wrong thing. It's flying so slow. And there's a little ambulance plane taking off. I guess I'll skip that. I'll watch this A380. We'll go behind the building here. Wow. Alright, it's going to go behind the building, but I'll do my best. Through the fence. There it is. Floating a lot. Touchdown. Wow, look at that. Got the 63 in from Johannesburg. I think that deserves a like on the stream today. Listen to it slowing down, it's so loud. Max reverse thrust, because the runway is very short. It's the shortest runway at Sydney Airport. Surprised they can land an A380 on it. Oh, they're going past that exit there. They'll probably vacate right at the end. Yeah, they'll roll through right to the end of the runway. We've got 110 people watching right now. Wow, that's the best I've ever had. So if everyone liked right now, we beat our goal of 100. There it goes, exiting the runway. It's right at the end now. And we'll see Singapore Airlines A380 departing later. Same with Qantas, another Qantas A380 departing. I reckon they'll go off runway 25, at least one of them. Yesterday I think the Singapore departed off 16 left, or 16 right, but the Qantas managed to depart off runway 25, the shorter east-west runway. They just use it when there's very high wind. They were also using this runway yesterday. Makes a lot of the delays as well. And wow, there's a lot of people leaving from up here, all the plane spotters, after that A380, going home. But there's more to come. There's British Airways departing now, 787. So I'll swing around to that. There it is. The 787 takes a while to take off. It will go close to the end of the runway. There it goes. 260 degrees at 15 knots, they said, on the ground. I think air traffic control was asking the planes for a wind check. They're probably checking if they should swap back to the 3-4 runways. 15 knots. I reckon they'll stay with runway 25 for a while. And who was that? Let me see. Ryan Coat just subscribed. Thanks so much. Wombat Wood just subscribed. Thanks so much, Wombat Wood. We got Roadkill Official Australia in the chat saying never seen a A380 land on runway 25. Yeah, I think sometimes they can do it. It's pretty rare. Just depends on how many passengers they're carrying. This one's coming from Johannesburg. I guess it wouldn't be full. Qantas Link landing now, touching down. And we got Flacon in the chat, hopefully I'm saying that right. And Rod Swan just subscribed. And because of that we just reached 7,200 subscribers. So thanks so much, 7.2 thousand. And how many likes are we at now? We must be getting close to our goal of 100. This Qantas A380 is pulling into the bay. And a Qantas Link taking off. Cleared to land another one immediately. So many subscriptions coming in, let me see. Melissa just subscribed, thanks so much. And Ryan asked, is the touchdown spot blocked from your view? Yeah, there's just a fence in the way. but we can see the approaches and the takeoffs, and this Qantas plane just landed, so we can see them slowing down. Oh, and that's the quickest I've seen one slow down, exiting already. Yeah, but I would set up my tripod over the other side so that we could see the touchdown zone, but unfortunately my tripod won't reach. It's a little bit too high, the fence over there. For some reason the fence over here is a little bit shorter, but it's lucky. And there we go, the Qantas 63 A380 is pulling into the gate now. "73 lags now," says NZ Aviator. Alright, that's pretty good. And here we go, Qantas 737 taxiing out. I think there's a Virgin about to touch down. Oh, we got something happening over here. We got Singapore Airlines A380 pushing back. Just as Virgin's touching down. Yeah, the touchdown spot's just behind the fence. If they float a little bit and touch down a little bit late, we might be able to see them touching down. This one's slowing down pretty slowly. We'll exit there. Let's see this A380 being pushed back. It's interesting to see where it will depart, which runway it will go off, whether it will go runway 25 or if it's pretty full, and if it's got a lot of fuel it will go, I reckon 3-4 left.
739, assigned heading 240, clear for takeoff. Assigned heading 240, clear for takeoff, 739. Echo X-ray Victor, report starting 737, approaching 3 mile final for runway 25. Echo X-ray Victor, pass behind that 737, maintain that separation.
Yeah, Ryan, I was also at the P3 yesterday. I was streaming from up here, the P3 car park yesterday.
Got a 739 connect departures down.
YSSY Aviation said I'm excited to see that Singapore A380 depart. Oh, we got a retro livery. Just retro livery touching down. Yeah, I'm excited to see that Singapore A380. I wonder if it will take off from runway 25. It will be interesting. If they've got a lot of fuel, then they'll be too heavy. There'll also be the Qantas A380, which will depart at a similar time to the to Singapore. They both go to London by Singapore at similar time. to sync up with the time zones
Yankee Golf,
and all the curfews.
copy Yankee Golf 117 from 448. Quarter 644, wind 230 degrees, 14 knots, clear to land. Clear to land, corner 644. Target A, corner 740. Corner 740, get to target A. Correct, save exact.
Yeah, I'm using a Canon R50 with a 16 to 300mm lens. It goes very wide, and we can zoom right in on this Qantas retro livery. Taxiing back after landing. Oh, and another Qantas touching down.
Just up 460 is not heading right 300, line on the way. Heading right 300, line on the way.
It's a lot happening, even though it's the slowest hour of the week, I think. It's just constant, basically. There goes an A220 taxiing in the back.
4644, they take Yankee down to Golf. Brand is 147. Start 460, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, Jetstar 460. Hotel, Rocky 1488. Rocky 1488, good day. Corner 740, wind 250 degrees, 14 knots, clear to land. Clear land 25, corner 7. Like 1580, target A.
Okay, we're back. Accidentally unplugged one of the cords.
Corner 740, Yankee and Golf.
And the internet's here. Alright, I hope the connection's back. It does drop out a little bit, quite a lot. We've got a Virgin pushing back. Alright, bear with me for the Wi-Fi. Alright, bear with me for the Wi-Fi. Hopefully it keeps itself going. Hopefully we should be good. And the Singapore will go out on runway 16 right. It's just holding there, waiting. Gotta wait for a break in the runway 25 departures and arrivals. Is this Qantas Link landing? I think it's landed, yeah, it's slowing down. This Virgin's pulling into the bay here. Singapore's going out on 16 left. Oh no, 16 right. Oh, we got a little one of the short and stubby Virgin 737s taking off now. It will come up from behind the fence. There it goes, rotating. A little bit shorter than the other 737s. And here we go, we've got the Qantas A380 pushing back also. Hopefully it goes out on runway 25, but it's likely to go 16 left or 16 right. Definitely 16 right if it doesn't go runway 25. But it's interesting that the Singapore's going 16 right instead of 34 left. Same runway, different orientation. That means when they do swap back to the main runways, they'll be using the 16s. But here we go, we got the Singapore departing. Singapore A380. Pretty late because it's got a big crosswind as well. It might be out of view when it rotates. Yeah, it will. There it goes. Let's see. There it is. Climbing slowly. There it goes. It'll be interesting to see which runway the Qantas A380 goes out on. This jet star's pushing back here now. Oh, and an ambulance plane running right after the Singapore. Now my camera battery will run out in about, say, 10 minutes. But if you give me 30 seconds to replace it, I'll be able to just swap it. I've got another battery. loud Rex sub 340 starting up just below the fence. Oh, and a Virgin touching down. There it is. Slowing down pretty fast. And there goes that Singapore A380 way up there. But let's focus on this one. Based on the way they've faced it when they pushed it back, it'll probably depart off 16 right instead of runway 25. I hope it departs runway 25, but there we go. We're back. Just had to change the battery. Got a new battery in. Now there's a Virgin departing. There it goes. See what's happening with this Jetstar. If it's facing that way, it might go to taxi to runway 16 right. Hopefully not. They might be swapping back. Not swapping back, because if they swap back, they'd be swapping to 3-4s, runway 3-4, left and right. That's what they were using this morning. But hopefully not, hopefully not. Hopefully all the planes are just facing a different way. Here we go. Qantas is taxiing out now. Oh, it's turning that way. Yes, it might actually come to runway 25. Actually, probably, hopefully. It might. It would be great. Yeah, I think it probably is. It's turning that way. Hopefully it will come to runway 25. Yeah, it's going to runway 25. Wow, that will be interesting. A380 departing from runway 25. It must be pretty light to do that. And a Qantas landing. Here it is. Slowing down. Yeah, this A380 will go to runway 25, I reckon. Hopefully. It'll be good. Yeah, it definitely is, unless it's going to runway 34 left. Oh, it might actually be going to runway 34 left. It's taxiing that way. Hopefully not. If it turns left up here, we'll be going to runway 25. And let me know if anything's too loud because it's not very windy anymore. So my voice might be getting a little bit loud. And let me get the air traffic control back again. I paused it while it was lagging. And welcome to the stream again, Haviz. And yep, it's turning this way, so it will come down to runway 25. It's interesting that the Singapore couldn't. But this one could, and a Rex taking off. And how many likes are we at now? Surely we're at 100. Should like the stream, everyone. The goal is 100 today. Look at this A380 coming to runway 25. This afternoon we'll go off to Singapore and then London and come back. Probably Tuesday morning it will land. From London. I think next year they'll do this trip without stopping in Singapore, directly Sydney to London with Qantas's new A350 1000. And let me know if the air traffic control is too quiet compared to me or anything. You can turn it up or down. Please let me know. Here it comes, A380 right here. Wow. There's a tiny little ambulance plane behind it. A380 departing off runway 25, that'll be interesting. That'll be great. About 5 minutes until it departs, I reckon. And we got Jersey just subscribed. Thanks so much. The A320 avgeek said that we're 6 likes away from 100. So make sure to like the stream, everyone. We're at 94 now. Silver Sky Aviation, welcome. Thanks for liking. Yeah, the A380 departing will be great. And there's a Jetstar departing here now. They're still using runway 25. They're using it for longer than I thought they would. I feel like the air traffic control is too quiet. Let me know. Or am I too loud? Tell me in the chat. Is that the A380 lining up on the air traffic control? I think A380 will be second to depart off runway 25. Definitely going off 25 though. You can see the tail actually over here. Where is it? There it is. The tail. There's a fence in the way. Likes. I mean 106 likes. 160 would be great, but 106. Thanks everyone, we hit 100. I wonder how much we can get to. Fried Stir Fries in the chat said, I'm your 100th like. Thanks so much. Something big's pulling up. Oh no, it's just a A320. A380 will be next, I reckon, to depart. Oh, it's very bright. Qantas 256, good to land now. Let's see that. It looks like some sort of heavy. Up there. Where is it? There it is. Is that a 787? That's pretty cool. Yeah, Qantas 787. I wonder where that's come from. Probably Auckland. Don't know where else they really go. You'll go behind the fence, but you'll be able to see it after. There we go, behind the building. It's very rare for them to use this runway, but it's great when they do. Especially from up here. There it goes through the fence. See it. There it is. Max reverse thrust, I think. Qantas 240, I think. Oh no, heading 240. I think it was Qantas 1 line up and wait. Qantas 1 would be the one going to London, the big A380, runway 25. I've seen landings on runway 25 of A380s. Don't know if I've seen a departure actually. Yeah, I think it's the A380 next. Everyone seems to be filming. Got 131 people watching right now. That's pretty good. Actually, that's great. Best I've ever had. And you came at the right time. Got the big A380 about to spool up on runway 25 at Sydney Airport. It's very rare. Runway 25 They use it about once a month during strong westerly winds. Yeah, it must be the A380 next. Not sure what they're waiting for. Maybe they're waiting for a strong breeze. Qantas 1 clear for takeoff. Here we go. I'll let you listen to the sound. It's going. Okay. Rotating.
164, the threshold wind 260 degrees at 14 knots, runway 25, clear land.
Clearing a little Virgin 737 to land right after a massive A380. There'll be some wake turbulence. Someone in the chat said watching from Kenya. Wow, welcome. Welcome to the stream. See this Qantas 787 taxiing back to the gate. See who else is in the chat. We've got Ardi Omar in the chat. Hi from Tassie, down in Tasmania. Welcome to the stream. Silver Sky said, can we get to 150 likes? Yeah, can we? That'd be great. And look at the A380 up there. We'll turn soon. Yeah, it was crazy. We saw an A380 depart off 16 left. Runway 25. Very rare. That would happen about once every month or two. That an A380 actually goes off it. And the Singapore A380 was too heavy. So it's pretty rare. And Gamey Gamer is there in the chat. Same with Poise Calix. Watching from France. Guess it'll be morning over there. Good morning. Yeah, the A380 is over Hurstville now. Here we go, 737 taking off. Is this 73? Yeah, it's 737. The A380, they said it's over Hurstville now. Yeah, I think it's turned. Is that it? Yeah. It's probably at about 3,000 feet by now. And there's still constant action. It's Jetstar 787 will come to runway 25. Looks like it, unless it's too heavy. Michael Fisher, welcome to the chat. Yeah, it's a sunny Sunday afternoon here at Sydney Airport. And good day, Nick, watching. Nick, yes, in the chat. Yeah, roadkill officials mentioned that there were 2 rare things happening today. A380 taking off and landing off runway 25. Yeah, that's very rare. Even just using runway 25, it's very rare. It's more common in winter though. You don't usually get strong westerly winds in summer. Yep, Jetstar 787 said her biz. And Emily H, thanks for subscribing. Jetstar's going to runway 25. Oh, and an Embraer landing. Embraer 190. I think it's a 190. Qantas Link. There it goes. And CERN is there in the chat, watching from Kenya. Got another one watching from Kenya. 2 people. And MEMs is there in the chat. First time watching, great stream. Yeah, thanks. There's a lot of people watching today. This is the most I've ever had by a lot. How many likes are we at now? Can we get to 150? Hopefully. And Danessa Wisdom just subscribed. Thanks so much for that. We've got some sort of plane taking off. 737. It's a plain white one. I think it's the Qantas one. It's got no livery painted onto it. But I think it is Qantas. I reckon they've just leased it, so they haven't bought it yet. There's no point of painting it. And this Qantas Link is facing this way, so either it's going to take off from there on runway 25, or they might be swapping back over to the main runways. And Ian just subscribed. Thanks so much for subscribing, Ian. So I think based on which way this Qantas Link's facing, they might be swapping back to the other runways. Maybe. Hopefully not.
Keep it rolling, thanks. And runway 25, let immediate takeoff. Clear for takeoff.
Just 30 likes away from 150.
240, line up runway 25 and wait. Heading 240, line up way 25.
And NZ Aviator said that it's evening in New Zealand. Yeah, if it's 3:30 here, it'll be about 5:30 there. I think it's 2 hours. So it'll be getting pretty dark there now. Dr. DP is there in the chat. Hello. CERN said, I've subscribed. Oh, well, if you want your name to be on screen, there's some sort of setting in YouTube you have to turn on to put your subscriptions public. And that's the only way that it would work with your name on screen. But thanks for subscribing anyway, son. And a Jetstar touching down immediately after the Qantas link just took off. And that Qantas link's been waiting there for a while. Hopefully it's just gonna take off from runway 25 right now. But if it taxis right past, then they're swapping runways. Let's see. Oh no, it's going past. That means they're swapping to the 16s, or maybe even runway 34 left and right. But they've had enough of runway 25 for today. I reckon they'll go to runway 16 left and right, which is still good from up here. There's a good view. We can actually see the touchdowns. Yeah, so we'll taxi out all the way to runway 34 left, or maybe 34 right / 16 left. Don't know which orientation they'll go. For me it seems like the wind is just constantly shifting, so I don't know which runway they'll actually use. I reckon they'll use the 16s, just because that Singapore A380 we saw depart out, it went on the 16 left, 16 right, just because it was too heavy for 24, no, for 25. And here we go, sounds like the last departure is spooling up of runway 25 for a while, a few weeks at least. Hopefully I'll get a taller tripod so that I can see over the fence. It's a Jetstar 787. Well, that's a good way to end it off. There it goes, rotating. I just missed that, the subscriber. Sorry, but thanks for subscribing. The name just popped off screen right before I could see it. I was filming the Jetstar go. So I don't know. Still don't know if they're gonna swap over to 34s, the 34 runways, or the 16s. Hopefully it's the 16s. I can't see any planes on final for the 16s. I mean the 34s. And I can't see the 16s from here, the approach. And there's something happening over here. Is there a fire? Not sure what's happening. Here we go, Qantas Link spooling up, starting the engines behind the propeller. One 16 right, they just said on their traffic control. So they'll be swapping to the 16s. That's great actually. I'd rather runway 25, but the 16s are good. Carvu is there in the chat. Thanks for subscribing.
516, threshold in 210 degrees at 9 and on, runway 13.
We've also got Chen Mark who subscribed. Thanks. This Qantas link is just taking off now, I think. Yep. First departure of the 16s. They've finished runway 25 for the day. Still very windy. And this one looks like it's getting ready to go. We've also got Glenn Rochester who's subscribed. Thanks so much. I'm just gonna try and get the tripod centered with the horizon. There we go. Is that centered? Is that leveled? I think that's good. Yeah. And the first landing, the 16 is just landed. Here it comes. And is this the Etihad A380 1000? It's just come out of the gate there. It's been pushed back.
0 degrees at 13 knots. To crosswind 13, runway 16 right, clear to land. 16 right, clear to land, and high speed, not sure, velocity 851. 851, copy.
Silver Sky Aviation said there's an Emirates Sky Cargo in 20 minutes. Yeah, I'll be here in 20 minutes to catch that. BQO as gaming, welcome to the chat. Aaron asked, is the UPS 747 still parked? No, it's actually gone. There's no UPS 747s parked here at the moment. There were 2 yesterday. They must have both gone out. Still very windy actually. Seems like a high crosswind. Probably a high chance for a go around if they're now using the 16s. The 16 runways. Because they've got a big crosswind. They have to decide between using runway 25 or having a big crosswind. And here we go, we've got this Virgin, it's landed. Oh! Something's coming over the top. The 16 left arrivals that come right over the top here. Looks pretty windy. It'll dip behind the fence. Can't see it touch down, but a little bit. There we go, this Virgin 737's coming back into the gate. You'll probably come right here actually. I think the main Virgin Bay is this little terminal here. Yep, it's turning right. It'll come in and park right here in one of these open gates into the bay. Oh, it's turning right now. Another one. Coming right over the top here. Another Qantas 737. See this Etihad. Has it started to taxi? I think it has. It will go off 16 right. And the aviator asked when am I next live? Oh, probably not next week. So 2 weeks from now I reckon it will be. Welcome Isla to the chat, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Welcome to the stream. And Sonny's there. Said hi. Yeah, this Etihad, I think it's Etihad. The A380's just started taxiing. Yeah, it started taxiing. It'll turn right up here, go down to the 16 right. Runway. Jetstar 518, the next one to land. And there's one coming right over the top here. There it is, a Virgin 737. Jetstar 518 will touch down on the other runway very soon. I'll swing around to that when I can see it. Look at this Etihad, it's just come around the corner. It's a very long A350. Taxiing down to 16 right. Not sure where Jetstar 518 is, but it's somewhere. Oh, there it is. Jetstar 518 coming in for 16 right. Look at the silhouette of it with the backlighting. Very hazy out that way. And yeah, we get a very good view of the touchdown from up here when on 16 right. They were using 25, the runway 25 just before. Exiting very quickly. Still going pretty fast, it looks like, as it's exiting. They call it the rapid exit, but not that fast. Yeah, it's slowing down safely there now. Still actually going pretty fast. Maybe they're a bit delayed. Jetstar 518, that's probably coming from Melbourne. here's one. A Qantas 737 going right over the top of us here. It's a big crosswind. It's like direct crosswind. I don't think they'll swap back to runway 25. It's a pretty big effort to swap runways. But there is some crosswind, actually a lot of it. So maybe a go around we'll see today. This afternoon. This Jetstar's coming in here. Right behind it, the Qantas. One of the ones that went right over the top here earlier. Not the one that just came. It was right before that. This Virgin looks like it's getting ready to go. And Meep is there in the chat. Hold on. Nice touchdown there from the Virgin. Meep's there in the chat saying that it's most likely a 1000 variant, this Etihad. Yeah, I think it definitely is a 1000. It's pretty long.
So good evening, it's Etihad. Had 10 for Sydney Tower, can you fix the line up 16 delay? Line up and wait 16, why is it Etihad, what's going on? Let's get 10 for the wind is 240 degrees, 10 knots, crossing on the right, on this right, hit the back. Runway 165, 746, Etihad.
The Etihad A380 is lining up. There goes the Etihad A350, 1000. They're saying 10 knots of crosswind on their traffic control. Comes a Virgin into the gate. He'll come right here. Tasmanian avgeek. Oh, there's that Emirates Sky Cargo. Slowing down there. When's the next plane spotting video? That'll probably be, I don't know. Usually I just stream these days at the airport.
Right on Alpha, ground is 126.5, good evening.
We're up here at the P3 car park. Isla asked. Look at that Sky Cargo. Everyone's over there. Lou Bear is saying, enjoying the overhead shots. Yeah, the planes come right over the top here. Aviation boy is there in the chat saying 777 next. This looks like it's a Jetstar A321. Yeah, Silver Sky Aviation. Here's the Emirates you wanted to see. Little Qantas Link taking off now. Rotating very early. And we've got a UPS 747. It's up there somewhere. It will loop around and come in about 5 minutes. Qantas 737. Virgin pushing back. And we've got BSNN24 just subscribed. Thanks so much. And the Jetstar's coming to park here. We've got something here. I think it's a Jetstar. A321 maybe. Right over the building. Maybe it's an A320. Yeah, A320. That was very smooth. Bob is the best is there in the chat. Welcome to the stream. Jetstar's just exiting the runway. Up there. And Ryan Wilson is watching. Good afternoon.
Shilling 122 Delta, 1240 degrees, 149 from 6
Clear to land, Quebec 122 Delta.
We've got more Silver Sky Aviation, just subscribe, thanks. Here's the 777 freighter that landed earlier. But there's a Qantas Link landing. And this Virgin's starting to move over here. the 747 is coming soon. UPS. This Qantas Link's taking off.
Try clear, thank you. 444 Delta.
And the Virgin's going out. Another Qantas Link taking off. Is it taking off? No, it's slowing down. Just landed. There's one coming over the top.
UPS 34 heavy semi-target, continue approach.
See the Emirates Sky Cargo over here, landed earlier. UPS, it'll come in soon. The 747. Aviation said in about a minute.
UPS 34, the wind is
There we go.
240 degrees.
UPS 34 cleared to land. On the air traffic control.
Good land,
Should come into view soon. It'll come from behind the building soon. Any second now. Did a big loop around Sydney. Bob said he saw it in Parramatta. Or is it? Go back to this for a bit. Craig, thanks for subscribing. And we've got the 747 coming down. Here it is. UPS 747. You can't tell because it's so backlit and windy. Hopefully it goes around actually. Maybe. Maybe. It's very windy. Oh, it's floating. That was a late touchdown. Close to going around there. Wow. A lot of bounces. That was a crazy landing. That was a crazy 747 landing. Now we've got Izkius. Just subscribe, thanks so much. And there's one coming over the top here now. Let's see.
EPS 34, right turn on Alpha 126.45. What do you think? Turn on Alpha, I want to look at
Right overhead. Not sure where this one's taxiing to. Maybe the international bay after landing from New Zealand, probably. And the 747's just exited the runway. Let's see. There it is. This one will go soon. Actually, I think it's just about to be pushed back. Yeah, they're attaching the truck. And Longhurst is there in the chat. Hello.
degrees, 13 knots, 16 right to get to land, first cross to the base.
16 right, then land, copy, 16.
Yeah, Bob, I have been plane spotting over at the Alexandria Canal. I did a stream there once. And this Virgin's coming out of the bay. Ultimately Awesome's there in the chat too.
City Tower, got us 459 is ready.
That's 459.
And Crimson's there, watching the stream. Oh, Link. There's a hard touchdown. And the UPS is coming. We'll go down to the end, to the cargo bays.
16 right, got us 459.
And the Aviator. I'll be live probably
Got us
2 weeks
459, just confirming
next.
current crossing is 15 knots or less.
Current crosswind is 14, flight spiking every now and then to 17, that's the max about 17.
They're saying
Copy,
14
thank
to
you,
17 knots.
Got 459, 16, skip takeoff.
Good takeoff, runway 16 right, got us 459. Afternoon, got us 454.
With 454, City Tower, good evening, continue approach 16 right. Runway 16 right, got us 4.
This one should be about to push back.
Got the S58. Afternoon, line up 16 right. Got the Vietnam, contact departure. Good evening.
The UPS is just about to park.
Code 123 Sydney.
Tasmanian Avgeek. Yeah, maybe I'll do a Hobart edit one day.
Got 454, the wind 230 degrees, 12 knots.
It's a loud link coming in. Sub 340.
16 right to the left, quarters 450.
It's racing the truck. Really is. It's gonna do a full loop here. NZ Aviator asked how long will I be live here? Maybe 10 minutes or so, not much longer. And Qantas touched down just now. The link's done a full loop and Virgin's pushing back. And Longhurst said that the Qantas 11 takes off at 6 p.m. Yeah, goes over to Los Angeles at like 6. Yeah, aviation boy, the 747's parked. Just parked into the gate now. At the cargo bay. Alright, see ya, NZ Aviator. Have a good night. What type of link plane is that? Asked Aviation Boy. Sub 340. Link's only got one type of plane. They're operated by Virgin Australia actually. Basically Qantas Link of Virgin. And the Virgin's just finished pushing back. A350 coming in now. A350 1000. They replaced the A380 daily Qatar service with the A350s for about 2 months. I'm not sure why. But they'll swap back sometime next month. I think at the end. They'll return the daily A380s. The 1000's good though too. A350 1000. Slowing down there. Emirates would be unloading all the cargo now. Landed about 45 minutes ago. No, 20 minutes ago.
2408 Russia Alpha 126.5 ground leaving.
Hopefully we can get to 200 likes. We're at 165 now. See how close we can get. There's one coming over. It's a Virgin 737. And this Virgin 737 taxiing out. Oh, and a Qantas A330. I reckon this is Qantas 43 to Bali. Probably. And the Qatar just landed. Taxi back to the gate. We'll go over to the international terminal. Unloading the UPS now, it looks. Bit of a break now after the busy runway 25. There's a Qantas taking off now. One going over the top too. Keep watching this one though. There it goes. Rotating there. And it's up. And this Qatar A350 is just taxiing down runway 25 right to the end. Still very windy, crosswind.
Plus 461 departures today.
Singapore 241 A350 next.
Singapore 241 heavy 70,000.
I think it's an A350. Probably would be. There's a Qatar coming right in front of it. No, not a Qatar, a Qantas. That will probably have to be it for today. For today's stream. Be live in about 2 weeks. So thanks for watching. And see you next time. Alright, see ya, thanks, bye.
Takeoff Delta, evening, assigned heading is run 220, hold short 16 right.
Right, 220, hold short 16 right.
Perfect, 51. Singapore 241, wind 220 degrees, 12 knots, 16 right. Japan, wind 120, come on. Thanks for the feed, departure, good evening.
Departure's okay, 62. No worries, thanks.
Wind on the ground 230 degrees, 11 knots. Singapore 241, Alpha 4, Alpha 126, 37.5.